Hi, I'm Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're here to continue our series on the Dell PowerEdge XE9680. In this video, we're going to specifically focus on memory. Let's get going. Hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the Dell PowerEdge XE9680. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps you in this video, click that like, smash that subscribe. All right, we'll top into it. So this video will be dedicated to memory. So what we'll be doing is first we're going to go over just some general information. We're going to talk about the supported speeds and sizes, what the max size is, the type of modules you can use. Then we're going to physically show you how to actually install them. So yeah, let's just hop into all the fun stuff. And hey, if you're looking for any H100s or H200s, whether that's Dell or HPE Cray or Supermicro or Gigabyte or Zeus or whatever the case may be, we would love the opportunity to earn your data center's business. So please email our team at sales@cloudninjas.com whether you're looking to buy or sell them. We're a great hub and we keep these in stock. We keep a ton of H100s and H200s, some of our favorite systems on the use side right now. So definitely email us and we'd love the opportunity to work with you. All right, so let's start with some general information. So this is a DDR5 motherboard, so it's going to be DDR5 memory. There are 32 DIMM slots as a whole, and that means there's going to be 16 DIMMs per CPU, and there are 2 DIMMs per memory channel, which is important for the speed as a whole, and we'll get into that a little bit further. So what speeds can you use? Well, you can go as low as 4800, 5600, or up to 6400, but it's not going to run at 6400, so let's talk about that. So if you can get, let's just say, a deal on a 5600 speed module that is cheaper than a 6400 speed, maybe you're upgrading it or building one of these or whatever the case is, the 5600 module will definitely be the better way to go. And let me tell you why. So if you're using a 5th gen scalable processor and you're putting 1 DIMM per channel, you can still actually get 5600 speed. But as soon as you put 2 DIMMs per channel, it's going to clock down to 4400 speed. Well, when you're using a 4th gen scalable, the max is going to be 4800 and will clock down to 4400 when there's 2 DIMMs per channel. So there's no real point in buying a 6400 speed DIMM to put inside this machine because it's just going to clock down regardless, depending on what generation of CPU you're using. So what sizes can you use? Well, you can go as low as a 32 gig, but can't imagine you're going to do that. Technically, a 48 gig will work as well. Probably not doing that at all. What you're really probably going to at least start with is a 64 gig module. You can also use a 96 gig module or all the way up to 128 gigs. So 32, 48, 64, 96, 128. That's what you can use. Now, what does NVIDIA recommend? That's the real question. Well, NVIDIA recommends at least 2 terabytes of memory. So the NVIDIA recommended configuration is 32, 64 gigs at minimum. Now, you could technically put in 32, 128 gigs, which is probably going to be overkill, to be quite honest, and get up to 4 terabytes of RAM, but 2 terabytes, that's the sweet spot. So you really want at least 2 terabytes of RAM in this box, and for pretty much everything you're going to be doing, you're going to want 2 terabytes. So that 64 or the 32 by 64 gig configuration is really the perfect ideal sweet spot where you're going to get the bang for the buck, and you really don't need to go all the way up to 4 terabytes. Again, you can, but that 2 terabytes, that's what you want. That's the sweet spot. That's what NVIDIA recommends. And with DDR5, there's only one type of module that you're going to use with this, and that's going to be a ECC Registered or an RDIMM. LRDIMMs are no longer around with DDR5, and ECC unbuffered or non-ECC unbuffered. Non-ECC unbuffered is a desktop DIMM, so they're definitely not putting that in here. ECC unbuffered is going to be for like a Ryzen or an Epic 4004 or 4005, so that's not going to work. So really what it used to always be with DDR4 was, for at least the big boy systems, registered or load reduced. Load reduced is gone, it doesn't exist anymore, so registered is what you're going to use with this box, so ECC Registered RDIMM. All right, so that's enough talking. Let's hop into the fun stuff and show you how to do the install. But before we do, I'm going to grab my ESD gear. Be right back.
Hey, this is Mason with Cloud Ninjas, and today I'll be showing you guys how to install your memory modules into your Dell PowerEdge XE9680 server. All right, so as you can see, we have our ESD gear on, and we have all the required materials that we'll need. All you'll need for this is your memory modules. So let's go ahead and set these to the side, pop our latch, and lift our top just like any other server you've been in before. All right, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove these cooling fans. So go ahead and lift these two blue levers up, and then lift the cooling fans out of the server and set them to the side. So next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to take this air baffle out, just like a hinge, just lift it up and then straight out. But before we set this to the side, we do want to point out that the DIMM slots are actually labeled on this air baffle. So if you need to know in what order to install your memory modules, just take a look at your air baffle and Dell will help you out themselves. But just in case you guys don't have an air baffle, we'll actually go ahead and label these DIMM slots as well. So this CPU controls these 16 DIMM slots, and then this CPU will control these 16 DIMM slots. Alright, so up next, let's go ahead and show you guys in what order that these memory modules should be installed in. This is A1, then A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11, A12, A13, A14, and A15, and A16. Alright, and then if you flip all over here to this other CPU controlling these 16 DIMM slots, you'll start over here at B1, and then B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8, B9, B10, B11, B12, B13, B14, B15, and B16. And that is how the DIMM slots are labeled for the Dell PowerEdge XE9680. So let's actually go ahead and show you guys how to actually install a memory module into these DIMM slots. Alright, so go ahead and take your memory module and take a look at the middle notch right here. You're going to want to make sure that that middle notch is lining up to the middle line in the DIMM slot located right here. It's these middle lines that you're going to have to look out for whenever you install your memory, just making sure that notch is lining up to that middle line, because you don't want to damage those leads and have to get replacement memory modules. It's really expensive, especially right now with the DDR5 market. So just make sure you're being careful and paying attention to that notch in the middle line in the DIMM slot. Then you're going to go ahead and press down the memory module on both sides until you hear a click sound. And that click sound will tell you that the memory module is properly seated into the DIMM slot. Now you want to make sure you hear that click sound, because if you're not hearing that click sound, your memory module might not be recognized by the server, and so this causes a very common memory issue where the memory isn't being recognized and you think that a memory module is bad, but in all actuality, the memory module is just not properly secured into the DIMM slot. So just make sure that the tabs on both those sides are locking in the memory module, so that way you can avoid this common memory mistake. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like when you only have 16 memory modules for your Dell PowerEdge XE9680 server. Be right back. Alright, so as you can see, we have all the white channels seated with a memory module. That makes 16 memory modules seated into your Dell PowerEdge server, and this is what it will look like. And so now we'll go ahead and fast forward and show you guys what it looks like when you have all the DIMM slots properly seated with a memory module. Be right back. Alright, so this is what it'll look like when you have all 32 memory modules installed into your Dell PowerEdge XE9680 server. Hey, do us a favor, click that like button and smash subscribe. If you're looking for any custom built Dell, HPE, Supermicro, Asus, Gigabyte, we do it all. We have both new and refurbished. So please give us a call or email us at sales@cloudninjas.com. That's sales@cloudninjas.com. Anyways guys, thanks for stopping by.